Welcome to Parsnips and Parsimony. We have I don't know if you call it a secret or something, but anyway.
A surprise.
A surprise would probably be a better word, that we have not told you about for a while. You can see we're standing here in front of this building. Anyway, we bought this building, how long ago? 4 or 5 months ago?
No, we're at 9.
9 months? Okay, 9 months ago. And the reason we bought it is, I will show you right there. See that garage? Peter started a landscaping company, or he kind of started a landscaping company, at least started landscaping. So he wanted a building. So we found one close to our house, fairly close to our house, and he wanted the garage. Well, he didn't want the office building right there, and they came together. So we are splitting the mortgage. Peter's paying half, we're paying half. And he gets the garage, we get the office building. Let's see, you're probably wondering what we're going to do with the office building. Go ahead, you can tell them.
Well, you guys, a lot of you asked Charity where she moved to and where she had Caitlin's birthday party. They moved here. This is a much bigger space for them and for Caitlin, and the other side of the building is rentable, so we've already had some people rent it for just space, and then the other half of the building is Charity and Colin's apartment, which has worked really well for us because we don't really have a need for the office building per se. We were really supporting Peter because he really wanted the garage portion. So you're probably asking your question, how are we affording this? Because that's a question we get a lot. How are we affording this garage? And the fact is, the garage is huge. Let me show you.
There is the garage, and yes, you can see it's very large. There are 4 bays in this garage. Peter rents out the first bay to somebody, and it's, as you can tell right there, it is heated and insulated. It's a really nice area. We can't show you because, well, it's rented. The second one is being used by a friend in exchange for some yard work and other construction, stuff like that. Peter is using number 3. And then the back one here, he is also renting. And what he gets from the rent pays for pays everything pretty much that we need, or at least his half of it. I'll put it that way. Okay, this is Peter's place, and yes, it is a little messy. We have a little work to do in here. Let's see, you have some doors right there to the back. Those are quite large sliding doors. And then there's a little nook right here where Peter can store his equipment.
This is a really large area for Peter. In the fall, when Colin's truck wasn't running properly, they were able to slide these doors right open, bring the truck in, and do the repairs right in here. So there's going to be a lot of use for Peter and his equipment because he's got the zero turn, he's got the ATV, he's got his John Deere 855. On top of all of this, and at some point he'll probably be having his own truck and landscaping trailer. So this will be his main base. Right now he doesn't have all of that equipment, so that's why you see the bikes. The bikes came here for the winter time and things like that. But this is a huge space, and what a great way for him to get started with his landscaping business, being able to have the space but then pay for the mortgage by renting out the other bays that he doesn't need right now.
Do you want to show him the backyard?
Oh, yes.
Okay, you'll see a pile of hay. There is a reason for the hay, and it is, well,
the goaties aren't out.
Yeah, the goats got put to bed. Then we're going to go inside of here. We'll show you around. And yes, there's a chicken right there. Most landlords don't let their tenants have chickens and goats in the backyard, but well, guess what? The advantage is we're okay with it. So, and not only that, we really enjoy having them back here too. You want to say hi? It is getting a little later right now. And most of them are in bed for the night.
Open the door so
okay, that works too. Yeah, and they had to make the little door so the goats couldn't get in here.
Yes, the goats wanted to eat all the chicken food.
Yes, the goats love chicken food because there's a lot of nutrients and stuff in it. Now we have one perching for the night.
Yeah.
Okay, where's their favorite? Where's Jeffrey?
Oh, Jeffrey.
Which one's Jeffrey?
Maybe Jeffrey's still out. Is that Jeffrey up here?
Is that you, Jeffrey?
Yes, I think that's Jeffrey right there.
Here's Jeffrey. That's their favorite one. It's a bantam rooster.
Nice. They're like, no! All right, I'll let you eat.
So this is the goat pen, and yes, we got a video of us moving the shed. That was fun, moving that. Yeah, you'll be seeing that soon. So there is the goat pen. I would show you them, but well, you have to watch other videos to see the goats because they're in bed for the night. And this is their backyard. It's actually not their backyard.
This is their view?
Yeah, this is their view because the lot line just goes like a few feet past the fence here.
I know you guys are wondering, how can Charity and Colin have goats and chickens here? And this property is actually zoned rural, so there's no limitations to animals and things like that. And goats are a really good start into kind of the homesteading, and it gets them the feeling for how to raise a little bit larger animal. So I do believe Charity and Colin are thinking they will breed at least 2 of the goats, and then they'll go through that process of having kids, and not
kids, yeah,
like goat kids, and then being able to milk them and make goat milk soap and things like that, and see if having a hobby farm is something that works well with them. So this is a really good beginner start for them, and this is something that I totally wish we could have done when we were younger, but we're not.
Are you saying we're too old for that now?
Yeah, I am saying we're too old. We can enjoy our children going through that process.
Right. And we'll show you inside the building, and there are 2 other things I want to show you in there too.
Okay.
Before we take you inside though, we're going to show you outside. This is Peter's parking lot, and it's actually quite a large parking lot right there, and you can see a trailer, and yes, Peter does rent out the space for the trailer. Okay, here's the back of the garage, and there you can see the parking lot right there.
We've learned that in far away, about an hour from here, there's a local farm and feed store that has a tack and trunk sale, I think that's what it's called, and that's where farmers can bring small animals like goats, rabbits, sheep, chickens. They can bring any of their own homemade farm things that they make on the farm, and then they just roll in. There's no cost for it. They just roll in with their vehicles, with their equipment, and they set up, and it's like for 4 hours on a Saturday, and they do that a couple times a year, where the farmers can really either buy other people's things or outsiders can come in and sell and buy what the farmer has to offer. And this is a really good spot for that, just because it's so wide and open. And we're toying with that idea. Don't know if it will actually happen. We've thought about a farmer's market, but that's a little bit too much commitment right now. So we're really trying to start slow and small. Obviously, we have Peter renting this space, and it would be up to Peter how he wanted to use the space, because this side is all of his things. By using this space and allowing him to get more people to park their vehicles here, it's just increasing his monthly income to help pay off the mortgage for this building.
Then they have some more chicks that they bought, and they're getting ready to go outside. And the 2 things I was mentioning that they have.
Hi guys.
They got 2 ducks, and they're gonna go outside too when they're ready.
Yeah, aren't they adorable?
They hatched at our house. Let's see, when did they hatch? Was it Sunday or
Monday morning.
Monday morning.
Hi guys.
And today is, what day is it today? Saturday.
Today's Saturday. Look how beautiful they are. They're like, let's go, let's go.
Where are we going?
They run everywhere.
Yeah.
They love chasing Charity and Colin everywhere. And we have more ducks, actually, duck eggs in the incubator, and they might get a couple more if things go well. You guys want some brothers and sister ducks? Huh? Look at them. They're so adorable. All right, we'll put you back under your warmer. There you go.
So here's the inside of the building.
And this looks familiar because this was where Caitlin's birthday party was. We also had a garage sale in here, and someone rented this space earlier this month, and so that's why you see all the tables out. We got a couple pieces of furniture that we still have to sell that needs to go.
And as you can tell, it's also used for games. So there are a couple other rooms in here. There's one of the rooms.
I'm telling you, it's risky.
This is just an office space.
Okay, and
just flip it, whatever one it is.
Charity, well, we put a few mattresses and desks and a few things in here because of our sale.
Right, so this looked beautiful before.
Before we messed it up with our
Right,
stuff.
because we had somebody coming in to rent the rest of this place. But this is Charity's studio, so she does photography. I think most of you know that, and she has clients come in and she does all their photos here when she's not out at their houses or in the field taking pictures. But a nice space. This in the daytime with the sun, all these windows, it's really bright and sunny in here, and it's really quite beautiful when the stuff isn't in here.
Right. So, anyway, the stuff is coming out shortly.
Lights off.
Okay. Next room.
Now this is one of the kids' favorite rooms. It's just another office space. But this, is that your bed that you like to sleep here? Go ahead, you want to go hop in it?
Yeah, that's her Hannah takes her little nap when she comes over here.
And the kids love this. Let's see if it's in the Hello. You want to look out the window?
You take a top card.
We call this our drive-through window.
Okay.
They have a lot of fun here, right? Yeah.
If you do, we're gonna have to.
Hey, go to your bed.
Okay, anything else to show them in here?
I think that's
Oh.
about it. The other half of other half of the building is Charity and Colin's apartment, and I'm sure you can see her apartment tour on her channel, A Loop and a Hook. If you want to go check that out, I'll put the link down in the description below. So that's just a little quick tour of Peter and our building. Thanks for coming along. Be sure to watch the upcoming videos because we've got more fun things that have been happening at this building, and we'll see you for our next video.
Goodbye.